Alright, this is the second part of the mine. If you try to get this open with Barry Burton, it won't work. So you need Natalia's prints to open the door. And the second part of the mine is actually really reminiscent of the mansions from the previous games, somewhat. Except there's a lab, and there's also Glasps down here. And, you know, those enemies are instant death if they get near you. And they activate it in an animation. Their instant death is an animation. So, it's like the worst possible things in one enemy. Just in one bullshit package. But thankfully, Natalia doesn't die to it. And Natalia can bypass the gas they emit that obscures your vision of them. So, that is very, very good. So, the first place you want to go is to the left. There's a Revenant. Maybe I can sneak attack this Revenant if I'm quick enough. If I can't, I'll just deal with it. Whoa, that was pretty disappointing. But now that I have to deal with this Revenant, I might as well just... Okay, the weakness is... There we go. The problem with the Revenant is when you shoot it, when you expose its weak point. Well, I still got hit. That's a shame. But at least I'm not bleeding. So 3 shots. And 3 more shots. Dead. If you have it upgraded, there shouldn't be too much of an issue. As I recall, there are some empty bottles in one of the bathrooms, or maybe I'm just an idiot. I'm not really seeing any empty bottles in this bathroom. There is alcohol though, and alcohol is always useful in a campaign where enemies overstay their welcome. So there's a troll Revenant up here. So the weak point is the leg. So I shot 6 times, made it with its grab, dead. Dead Revenant. So if you're running, you want to be careful because you could accidentally run into the Revenant and it could just hit you or grab you or just have its way with you. Don't feel bad though. This next part coming up, it's less about BS enemies and BS corner positions. It's just about it's just straightforward. So there's Revenants in here, and yes, these Revenants will break out of their containment, and yeah. So this one's a splasher. So the best way to deal with these Revenants, just Revenants in general, is hit them with your brick. Fully upgraded one should knock them down, and then you knock them. Hair Splitter and the other skill that speeds up your knife is really, really good. So the weakness on this Revenant is the head. Revenants can display devastatingly quick bursts of speed that can really surprise you. So you can't necessarily run from them because you're forced to deal with them sooner or later. And with their high damage and just retarded amounts of bulk, they can really, really make themselves a nuisance. So the head, the weakness on this one too. I'm just getting rid of these Revenants because you have to come back here quite a few times, and I'm just going to destroy them now because it's just worth to destroy them. So the weakness of this Revenant is on the left leg. So now they're aggro. It's aggro. Hit it with a brick. And destroyed. Alright. Point to the object. Is it ammo? Nope, it's just BP. Alright. Alright. Bye. No. There we go. Dead. So now we're going to go this way. And when we come back up here, there's going to be a surprise Glasp. But it's not too much of a problem. So there's 2 Revenants in this room. And unfortunately, they both spotted us, so well, thankfully, Natalia's AI really helped reveal one of the weaknesses of the Revenants. So, despite my screen being obscured by this sticky pus, I can still deal with it. Alright. Its weakness is this leg right here. So let's get out of the room. There it is. Okay. I'll stop taking unnecessary risks. Come on. There we go. Dead. Because we do have to come down here, and I'm just want to eliminate that enemy. So I think I'm using up a little. No, I know I'm using up a little too many herbs. Oh, there's no Glasps. Well, excuse me then. I have to go over here to activate them. That's fine. Alright, there's just one lone Revenant in here, and it's not too dangerous. Alright. The weak point is the head. Should have been an empty bottle right here. Yes, there is. There's some notes right there. It just says that they were experimenting on dead bodies and Ouroboros injected into corpses and Revenants are born. Nothing too special. Wait a minute, I was just going to go past the guy with the key card. Yep, security card level 1. So now we must backtrack. And you know, for safety, I'm just going to kill this Revenant. I wonder why they don't break out of their containment. It's very strange. Very, very strange. I don't know why they wouldn't break out of their containment. So there's the weak point. Dead. Don't gotta worry about it anymore. But we have bigger fish to fry now because there should be a Glasp in this room somewhere. Yeah, it just spawned. It's right over there. If I can shoot it, that would be great. Did I shoot it? Nope, I didn't. Now I shot it. If you can shoot these things with your sniper rifle before they aggro you, they won't move, and they won't move a lot, and they'll move very slowly, and they'll just be much easier to deal with. But if they're aggro and they're coming to your location, then they can be deceptively difficult to shoot. So this is the next room of interest, and smoke powder. Natalia, there's a brick in here for Natalia, and she can see where the Revenants are at. And the Revenants being in one of these being in one of these things you press the button is random, and I'm just going to you can get into the movement, but it is random because sometimes they'll hit you and sometimes they won't. They'll just try to grab you, and I'm hoping for the card to be in one of these without no enemies, but again, it's random. It can be in either one. Nope. Just rubies in there, nothing too special. Is it in this one? No, but there is magnum ammo. Alright, the weakness is the right leg. Alright, I'm just going to shoot it. Dead. So it has to be in here then. Yep, there's the emblem key, and now we can get out. And thanks to this door being a door that activates an animation, it is trapped in there. And with the emblem key, we're going to do some more backtracking. Alright, there's a brick I'm going to pick up. And as I recall, there's an herb in here, maybe. Or maybe I'm just stupid. Nope, there's nothing in here of interest, so I just wasted some time. Alright, there should be another. Yeah, it's spawned. And to my knowledge, it's not you've got to be kidding me! It immediately aggroed. Immediately. Alright, thankfully, I memorized its position, and I just took a random shot, and I killed it. So, it's not too much of a problem. Alright, is there anything in here? Yep, empty bottle and a cloth. Alright, I'm going to use this time to make some firebomb bottles and an explosive bottle. After this though, I'm going to be going over the struggle, which is Moira's campaign, and Little Miss campaign. Those campaigns have some unique gimmicks. Little Miss is like a stealth campaign from Talia Corda. The struggle has the food mechanic, and it allows you to restart levels. Yep, there's the Revenant. Yeah, you don't want to go. Well, I failed my sneak attack, so god dang it, you still managed to get in the way. So now I have to deal with you. There we go, dead. That's one thing these Revenants are really good at doing, is they're really good at just making themselves a nuisance. And areas you have to go. And up here's another instance of a bullcrap Revenant. But it'll only happen when we come back. So we got the level 2 security card. We get some free ammo. Right now I'm pretty much loaded on assault rifle ammo, and that ammo is going to be really nice. So up here is going to be a Revenant, and it's going to just come out from this vent, and it's just a pretty nasty surprise. You can run past this Revenant, but I wouldn't recommend it because they'll just easily catch up and just be more of a nuisance. I recommend killing it. When they designed the enemy, the design was pretty good. Really like Crimson Hands from the Resident Evil remake. Crimson Hands they really force you to think about what zombies you want to burn or you just want to decapitate. They're making bird noises and like we're outdoors when we're not. Whatever. But now, level 2 security card. Once you go in here, this is going to be like a gauntlet with enemies, and these enemies are going to be Glasps, Revenants, and Drogas, and they are not going to be nice. So I'm going to make 2 smokescreen bottles because the Glasps can be a problem. And there's going to be 3 Revenants in these containers, and I'm just going to kill them before the gauntlet even begins, because why not? You can use a firebomb bottle if you want. There are bricks around here too, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a firebomb bottle because it'll eliminate them quickly and efficiently, and I can save a lot of time doing it. Uh-oh. That was almost too close. So 2 are coming after Natalia, and I have to gather these guys up. Because if I don't, then they're going to be quite difficult to kill. But see, that's how fast Revenants really are. You can never really count them out. You don't want to be too close to them, and then you don't want to be too far from them. And I'm just going to use one right here. And should they run into it, they'll take a lot of damage. And now, when you press this lever, the gauntlet begins, and every type of Revenant is going to be here. There's going to be this guy right here. I shot. That will somewhat auto-track you too, so do be careful. If you cannot shoot this guy in his core, it will take a deceivingly high amount of sniper bullets to kill. So now the Glasp is somewhere around here and I don't know its location. So now I'm just going to use a firebomb bottle. I'm just going to use the smokescreen bottle to find out its location. There's a Revenant. There's 2 Revenants. Alright. You can't remember where their weak points are at. Just shoot them. Just shoot them in their weak point. Alright. Now they'll be easier to deal with. There we go. Knife. Knife. There's this guy right here. And I just knife him to eliminate him immediately. There's another Droga here. Not Droga, but another one of these Revenants that just like to shoot their arms. I immediately destroy him. I barely missed the Glasp right there. Where's this guy's weak spot? It's his head. Their swipe has deceptive amounts of range. Unfortunately, the Drogas realize our position, so Now we have to deal with this enemy, and this enemy is very dangerous, but thankfully we have these canisters here to help make things easier, and there's no way I'm going to play it easy with this enemy, because this enemy is dangerous, and even though I burned away parts of its body and it is faster, we have plenty of room to maneuver around it. So now I missed the magnum shot. I keep missing my magnum shots. This isn't good because magnum rounds are some of the strongest bullets in the game. And yes, it's locked onto me because it's trying to cover itself with its mandible. See, the Doga is just a fat nuisance because it can cover its weakness. It deals a lot of damage, has instant death attack, and it just proves itself to be the strongest Revenant. That mandible it has a massive hitbox. Massive. And when it does its instant death attack and you're on a platform, you want to hug the ledge if you can. If it climbs up here, it's just such an annoying enemy. I missed, so yeah. Hopefully it will attempt to climb up the ledge so I can hit it, but it's making itself a lot more difficult than it needs to be, so I'm just going to use another firebomb bottle, and as you can see, it is very aggressive when all of its appendages are gone. The biggest concern here is the stupid AI. And this thing is very bulky. So maybe an explosive bottle will do. Where did it go? It just jumped, really? And it's still not dead. Now it's dead. Well, that's good news. That's very good news, actually. Very good news, because now we're going to be going into the last part of the chapter, and that's just the final showdown with Alex Wesker. I'm actually quite happy with the results I've had mostly in the campaign mode. Exploding bottle. You know, but I'm going to have to save this for the next part.